Forget protein powder. This natural food stops muscle loss instantly. Forget the protein powder. Real foods can stop muscle loss almost right away. And yes, this is absolutely true. You don't need pricey tubs of powder or complicated shakes to stay strong. Today, I'm going to show you something the supplement companies don't want you to know. There are simple, everyday foods that can keep your muscles from breaking down. These foods work faster and more effectively than any protein powder on the shelves. One of them is so powerful, it can actually start reversing muscle loss within just 30 minutes of eating it. And the best part, it costs under $2. Welcome to Senior Nutrition, where we cut through all the marketing hype and share real practical tips for healthy aging. If this is your first visit, you're about to see why so many older adults have stopped wasting money on pricey supplements and switched to simple, tasty, whole foods. Let's face it, the protein powder industry makes billions. They've convinced us we need their processed products to keep our muscles as we age. Fourth, whole foods release nutrients steadily, giving your muscles protection that lasts. Powders may hit your system fast, but they're gone just as quickly. That's a big issue for older adults who may not eat as often. And finally, real food tastes good. That may sound simple, but enjoying your meals is key to making healthy habits last. Nobody looks forward to drinking a chalky shake every day, but delicious meals with muscle-protecting foods, that's something you'll happily stick with for life. 3, the foods that protect your muscles. 1, ricotta cheese. Let's start with the most powerful muscles food that almost no one talks about, ricotta cheese. Not cottage cheese, not Greek yogurt, but specifically ricotta. This creamy, mild cheese holds a secret that makes it more effective than protein powder when it comes to protecting muscle, and it starts working within minutes. Ricotta has the highest natural concentration of whey protein of any whole food. But unlike the processed whey found in powders, ricotta's whey is in its natural state, surrounded by fats and minerals that help your body actually use it. Once you eat it, that whey protein gets into your bloodstream quickly, sending an immediate signal to stop muscle breakdown. Here's the exciting part. Ricotta is loaded with leucine, about 3 grams per cup. Leucine is like a master switch for muscle building. The moment your blood levels go up, your muscles get the message to stop breaking down and start building back up. Ricotta also contains albumin, the same protein found in egg whites, but in a gentler, easier to digest form. Albumin has the highest efficiency of any protein, meaning your body can use nearly all of it for muscle growth. No protein powder comes close to that. On top of that, ricotta provides calcium in a special form, calcium lactate, which your body absorbs more quickly than any supplement. This calcium is vital not just for bones, but also for muscle contractions. Without enough, your muscles can't function properly no matter how much protein you eat. And let's not forget, ricotta is naturally soft, creamy, and easy to eat. For anyone with dental issues or trouble swallowing, it's a perfect choice. It won't cause bloating or discomfort like powders often do. You can enjoy it sweet or savory, mixed with honey and berries, spread on whole grain toast, or used instead of heavy cream in soups. Every serving gives your muscles fast protection while tasting like a treat, not medicine. 2, watermelon. Now, for something surprising, the second food that fights muscle loss isn't even high in protein. It's watermelon. That sweet, refreshing summer fruit is actually one of the strongest muscle-protecting foods you can eat. And science explains why. Watermelon is the richest natural source of an amino acid called citrin. Your body turns citrine into arginine, which then produces nitric oxide. Don't worry about the chemistry. Here's what it means. Nitric oxide opens up your blood vessels, sending more oxygen and nutrients to your muscles while clearing away waste that causes soreness and fatigue. Studies show that eating watermelon or drinking its juice can cut muscle soreness by up to 40%. And speed recovery almost in half. And this isn't just for athletes. It's even more important for older adults since circulation naturally slows with age. Watermelon also provides lots of potassium, more per wedge than a banana, which keeps muscles working properly and helps prevent cramps. On top of that, it's rich in lycopene, the antioxidant also found in tomatoes, but in higher amounts. Lycopene shields your muscle cells from damage that speeds up muscle loss as we age. Even the natural sugars in watermelon are helpful. After any activity, whether it's walking, gardening, or housework, your muscles need to refill their energy stores. The natural fruit sugars in watermelon do this perfectly, while citrine helps your muscles recover. For best results, eat watermelon about an hour before or right after activity. Before exercise, it boosts performance. After, it helps your muscles recover faster. Some people even juice the white rind, which has even more citrine. 3, canned salmon. The third food on our list is both powerful and convenient. Canned salmon, especially wild-caught pink or sky salmon. It may not sound glamorous, but it's one of the most complete muscle-protecting foods you can buy, and you can eat it straight from the can. A small can delivers about 25 grams of complete protein, but that's just the beginning. Salmon is loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, especially EPA and DHA. These healthy fats do something remarkable for older muscles. They make your muscles more sensitive to protein. That means you can build more muscle from the same amount of protein when you're getting enough omega-3. Research shows that older adults who eat omega-3 rich fish regularly lose less muscle and keep better strength than those who don't. Omega-3s also fight inflammation, creating a healthier environment for your muscles to grow. Canned salmon has another hidden benefit. The soft, edible bones inside, they're packed with calcium, phosphorus, and vitamin D, all crucial for strong muscles. The vitamin D is in the natural D3 form, the same one your body makes from sunlight, which helps muscles work properly. Plus, salmon contains azathioprine, the antioxidant that gives it that pink color. Azathioprine specifically protects muscle tissue from stress and damage, even from daily activities. And let's not forget convenience. Canned salmon requires no cooking, no cleanup, and lasts for years in the pantry. Eat it plain, mix it into salads, or mash it with avocado on toast at around $3 a can. It's cheaper than protein powders and often easier to digest, especially since the canning process softens both the protein and the bones. 4, whole eggs. The fourth food has been debated for decades, but science is finally clear. Whole eggs, yolk included, are among the most muscle-building foods on the planet. Eating whole eggs after exercise has been shown to build about 40% more muscle than eating the same amount of protein from egg whites alone. Why? Because the yolk contains unique compounds that boost muscle protein synthesis in ways we're only beginning to understand. Eggs have the highest quality protein score of any whole food, with a biological value of 100, meaning your body can use nearly all of it for muscle growth. But it's not just the protein. The yolk provides vitamin D, which supports muscle function, choline, which helps nerves communicate with muscles, and vitamin A, which is needed for protein building. Eggs also contain clusters of leucine-rich proteins that are more effective at signaling muscle growth than isolated leucine in supplements. In other words, the natural package works better than powders. Here's a tip. Eating eggs with vegetables boosts your absorption of vitamins from those veggies by up to 7 times. So a veggie omelet isn't just tasty, it's a muscle-protecting powerhouse. And about cholesterol, we now know the cholesterol in eggs is actually beneficial for most people, especially older adults. It helps your body make hormones like testosterone, which naturally decline with age and are important for maintaining muscle. 5, kefir. The fifth food works its magic while you sleep, and it's been enjoyed for centuries in Eastern Europe. It's called kefir, a tangy fermented milk drink, and it does things for muscle health that protein powders simply can't match. Kefir has more probiotics than any other dairy product, up to 60 different kinds of healthy bacteria and yeasts. These probiotics don't just help with digestion, they actually support muscle health through something scientists call the gut-muscle connection. A healthy gut makes compounds that reduce inflammation and help your body use protein more efficiently. The protein in kefir is already partially broken down by fermentation, so it's easier to absorb, especially for older adults with weaker digestion. This means nearly perfect protein use without the bloating or stomach upset powders often cause. What really makes kefir special is its casein content. Quin forms a gentle gel in your stomach and releases amino acids slowly for up to 7 hours. Drinking kefir before bed literally feeds your muscles all night long, preventing the breakdown that normally happens during sleep. Kefir also provides peptides that lower blood pressure, reduce inflammation, and boost immunity, all of which directly protect muscle health. On top of that, fermentation creates vitamin K2 in the MK7 form, which directs calcium to your muscles and bones instead of your arteries. Want to make it even better? Stir in a spoonful of ground flax seeds for extra omega-3 seconds, or blend it with berries for more antioxidants. Unlike chalky shakes, kefir is naturally refreshing and enjoyable to drink every day. 6. Black beans, the sixth food might challenge what you've heard about plant proteins, but the research is solid. Black beans are surprisingly powerful for muscle health. A cup of cooked black beans gives you about 18 grams of protein, but their real strength comes from resistant starch, a type of fiber that feeds the good bacteria in your gut. Those bacteria make butyrate, a compound proven to protect muscle and improve strength. Black beans also create what scientists call the second meal effect. In simple terms, eating them helps your muscles use protein better, not only from that meal, but also from the one after it. They prime your body to get more benefit out of every bite. They're rich in folate, providing more than half your daily needs in one cup. Folate is vital for making new cells, including muscle cells, yet many older adults don't get enough. They're also an excellent source of magnesium, a mineral that supports hundreds of muscle processes from energy production to protein building. Without it, your muscles can't use protein effectively, no matter how much you eat. On top of that, black beans are full of anthocyanins, the same antioxidants found in blueberries, which protect muscles from damage and reduce age muscle loss. The fiber in beans also keeps blood sugar steady, preventing the spikes and crashes that create a breakdown environment in your muscles. 7. Beets. Our seventh food may surprise you. Beets, these humble root vegetables, are now recognized as some of the best foods for muscle function and strength, especially as we age. Beets are the richest natural source of dietary nitrates, which your body turns into nitric oxide. This boosts blood flow to muscles by up to 20%, delivering more oxygen and nutrients while clearing out waste. Studies show beet juice or cooked beets can improve muscle efficiency by 16%, helping you do the same activity with less fatigue and less muscle damage. Beets also contain betalains, the compounds that give them their deep red color. These natural anti-inflammatories directly target muscle inflammation, one of the main causes of age muscle loss. The natural sugars in beets are released slowly, giving steady energy for activity without the blood sugar spikes that promote muscle breakdown. They also provide betaine, which helps your body produce creatine naturally. Creatine is essential for muscle strength and energy, but our production drops as we age. Beets help restore it naturally. Eating beets before activity is especially helpful, whether it's gardening, walking, or housework. They give you more stamina, protect your muscles while you move. 8. Sardines and olive oil. The eighth and final food may be the most powerful of all sardines, packed in olive oil. They deliver a unique mix of nutrients no powder could ever match. One small can gives you about 23 grams of high-quality protein with all the essential amino acids your muscles need, but that's just the beginning. Sardines are one of the best sources of vitamin D, up to 70% of your daily needs in a single serving. Low vitamin D is directly tied to muscle weakness and faster muscle loss in older adults. They're also loaded with omega-3 fatty acids in their most natural, ready-to-use form. These fats not only fight inflammation, but also make your muscle cells more sensitive to growth signals. That means every gram of protein you eat works harder. When paired with omega-3s from sardines being packed in olive oil, adds another layer of benefit. The healthy fats in olive oil help your body absorb fat-soluble vitamins while also calming inflammation. Together, the fish oil and olive oil create a powerful synergy for muscle protection. Sardines are also one of the richest sources of CoQ10, a nutrient your muscle cells use to make energy. CoQ10 levels naturally drop with age, leading to fatigue, but sardines restore it in a highly absorbable form. And don't overlook the soft bones inside. They're a gentle, natural source of calcium and phosphorus, two minerals that work hand in hand for strong muscle contractions. Unlike calcium pills, the calcium from sardine bones is easy on the stomach. 4. A simple daily meal plan. Now, let's put this all together into a practical daily plan, one that keeps your muscles strong without ever needing protein powder. Start your morning with whole eggs cooked in a little olive oil, maybe scrambled with some vegetables. This gives you complete protein plus all the extra nutrients your muscles need to start the day strong. For a mid-morning snack, enjoy a small bowl of ricotta with fresh berries. The fast-acting whey protein in ricotta quickly protects your muscles from breaking down, while the berries add antioxidants to keep them healthy. Berries are the greatest healthy. At lunchtime, try a black bean salad with colorful vegetables and a drizzle of olive oil. This mix of plant protein, fiber, and healthy fats creates the perfect environment for preserving muscle through the afternoon. In the afternoon, especially if you've been active, have some watermelon. Its natural sugars refill your energy, while the citrine helps your muscles recover faster. It's especially refreshing on warm days. It could be why walking, keeping your balance, or even standing up without help gets harder and harder. As we age, our leg muscles need more support than ever before. You might not notice it right away, but every morning without the right nutrients puts your leg muscles at greater risk of shrinking, risk of feeling weak, risk of losing the strength you need to stay steady and independent. But here's the good news. There's a way to slow that process down. In fact, you can even help reverse it, and you don't need to rely on pills, supplements, or fancy workouts. The key is actually much simpler. It's what you eat within the first 30 to 60 minutes after waking up. That first bite can jumpstart muscle repair, boost blood flow to your legs, ease nighttime cramps, and even help delay muscle aging by up to a decade. In today's video, I'll walk you through 5 specific breakfast foods, some you likely already have at home, that have been proven to help strengthen muscles, support nerve health, and keep you moving confidently after 60. I'll explain how each food works, the best time to eat it, and what to pair it with for the best results. Plus, I'll point out some common breakfast mistakes, foods that may seem healthy, but actually hurt your muscles in ways that can go unnoticed for years. 1. Whole eggs. Let's begin with one of the most underrated yet powerful foods for preserving your leg muscles, whole eggs. For years, eggs got a bad reputation because of cholesterol fears, but now research has clearly shown that for most people, especially older adults, eggs are not only safe, but incredibly beneficial. They're like a complete muscle repair kit in one little shell. What makes eggs so important for your legs after 60? It all starts with protein, but not just any protein. Eggs are considered a perfect protein source because they contain all 9 essential amino acids your body can't make on its own. Among them, leucine stands out. Think of leucine as the spark plug that turns on muscle repair. Without enough of it, your body doesn't get the signal to rebuild the muscle you've naturally lost overnight. Here's the catch. As we age, our bodies become less responsive to protein signals. That means older adults need more leucine and more high-quality protein than younger folks just to get the same muscle-building benefit. That's why starting your morning with eggs is such a smart move. A clinical study from the University of Illinois tracked seniors who ate 2 whole eggs daily with breakfast for 8 weeks. The results were impressive. Those participants showed measurable improvements in walking speed and lower body strength compared to those who skipped protein in the morning. That's real-world functional improvement, something you can feel when getting up from a chair or climbing stairs. But eggs offer more than just muscle fuel. The yolk, often tossed aside by people trying to eat healthy, is actually where most of the important nutrients live. For example, vitamin D supports muscle function and bone strength, and many seniors are deficient. Vitamin B12 helps maintain nerve function and coordination, critical for balance and mobility. Choline aids in brain muscular communication and reduces risk of neuromuscular decline. Heme iron, one of the most absorbable forms of iron, helping improve blood flow and reduce fatigue, cramps, or tingling in the legs due to poor circulation. Without good circulation, your leg muscles can't get the oxygen and nutrients they need, no matter how much protein you eat. That's why the combination of protein plus circulation support found in eggs is such a win for people over 60. And here's another bonus. Eggs are affordable, easy to prepare, and don't require any fancy equipment or ingredients. You can boil them, poach them, or lightly scramble them with a bit of olive oil. Just avoid frying them in butter or pairing them with processed meats like bacon or sausage. Those add unhealthy fats and excess sodium, which can work against your goals. The bottom line, having 1 or 2 whole eggs within an hour of waking up is one of the simplest, most effective ways to kickstart muscle recovery, improve circulation, and give your legs the support they need before you even step out the door. 2008 meal and chia seeds. Now, let's talk about a warm, familiar breakfast that's quietly one of the best things you can eat for your legs. Oatmeal, especially when paired with chia seeds. At first glance, oatmeal might not look like a muscle building superstar. It doesn't have a flashy nutrition label or a trendy reputation, but don't be fooled. Oatmeal provides something incredibly important for older adults: stable blood sugar and anti-inflammatory power. Here's why that matters. After age 60, your body becomes more sensitive to blood sugar spikes and crashes. And when your blood sugar swings too much, it interferes with how your body uses protein, absorbs nutrients, and repairs muscle tissue. This is especially critical in the morning when your body is shifting out of a fasting state. Oatmeal contains a special type of soluble fiber called beta-glucan. This fiber forms a gel in your stomach, slowing down digestion and helping your blood sugar rise gradually rather than spiking and crashing like it does with white toast or sugary cereal. Studies published in Nutrients and the Journal of Gerontology have linked beta-glucan intake with improved insulin sensitivity, better muscle recovery, and lower levels of C-reactive protein, a key marker of inflammation. But oatmeal gets even better when you stir in chia seeds. Chia seeds may be tiny, but they're nutritional powerhouses. Just 1 tablespoon gives you a big dose of magnesium, calcium, omega-3 fatty acids, and potassium, all essential for muscle contraction, hydration, and nerve function. Let's break that down a bit. Magnesium is often low in older adults and directly linked to morning stiffness and nighttime leg cramps. Omega-3s help reduce chronic inflammation that can damage both muscles and nerves. Calcium and potassium support strong muscle contractions and prevent twitching, shaking, or spasms. When chia seeds absorb liquid, they expand and take on a gel-like texture. This not only helps keep you hydrated, but also slows digestion, meaning your body has more time to absorb the nutrients from your meal. Better absorption equals better support for your muscles. You don't need a lot. Just 1 tablespoon of chia stirred into your oatmeal after cooking is enough to transform your bowl into a muscle-up supporting breakfast. For even more benefits, consider adding a few slices of banana or a handful of blueberries. Bananas add potassium, which helps regulate muscle function and fluid balance. Blueberries, on the other hand, are packed with antioxidants that fight oxidative stress in your tissues, a major contributor to muscle aging. Now, if you're watching your blood sugar or have diabetes, go lighter on the bananas and stick with low sugar berries instead. They provide all the anti-inflammatory perks with less impact on glucose levels. One more tip, avoid the instant flavored oat packets. They're often loaded with added sugar and artificial flavors. Go for steel cut or old fashioned rolled oats. They take a few more minutes to cook, but the payoff in nutrient quality and blood sugar stability is well worth it. Oatmeal with chia isn't just cozy, it's smart. It gently supports your muscles, stabilizes your energy, and delivers the minerals your legs crave to stay strong, steady, and cramp-free throughout the day. 3 banana. Let's move on to a fruit that almost everyone has sitting on their kitchen counter, the humble banana. It's quick, it's easy, and it might just be the missing piece your leg muscles have been waiting for. Now, bananas sometimes get a bad reputation, especially among folks trying to watch their sugar. But here's the truth. When eaten the right way, a banana can be one of the most effective natural tools for preventing leg cramps, supporting hydration, and keeping your muscles firing properly. The secret lies in 1 mineral, potassium. 1 medium banana contains about 400 milligrams of potassium. That's around 10% of your daily need. Potassium plays a central role in how your muscles contract and relax. Without enough of it, your muscles, especially in your legs, are more likely to cramp, twitch, or feel weak, particularly at night or when you first stand up in the morning. It also helps regulate fluid balance, which affects how hydrated your muscles stay throughout the day. Think of potassium as the traffic controller for your nerves and muscles. If traffic gets backed up, meaning electrolyte levels are off, you can experience stiffness, misfiring nerves, or even shaky balance. And here's the thing, many seniors are mildly deficient in potassium and don't even know it. A 2021 CDC report showed that over 60% of older adults in the U.S. consume less potassium than recommended, which can quietly chip away at strength and mobility over time. But the good news, you don't need fancy supplements. You just need smart timing and smart pairing. The key is not just eating a banana, but eating it the right way. A banana on an empty stomach, especially for someone who's insulin sensitive or diabetic, may cause a quick rise in blood sugar. That's why it's best to combine it with a source of protein or healthy fat, like adding slices to oatmeal or enjoying it with a spoonful of Greek yogurt. This slows digestion, keeps blood sugar steady, and helps your body better use the potassium and carbs for sustained energy. And if you have type 2 diabetes, kidney disease, or on medications that affect potassium levels, you may still enjoy bananas safely by choosing smaller or slightly underripe ones. These contain more resistant starch and less sugar. A green-tinged banana paired with fiber and protein is much gentler on your system. Here's another smart strategy. Slice half a banana into your morning oatmeal with chia seeds or blend it into a protein smoothie. This turns your breakfast into a natural electrolyte drink. No sugary sports beverages needed. Bananas also offer a bonus. They contain vitamin B6, which supports nerve function, and prebiotic fiber, which feeds the good bacteria in your gut, helping you better absorb nutrients like magnesium and calcium that muscles need to stay flexible and strong. In short, don't underestimate this yellow fruit. When paired correctly, it becomes a powerful way to wake up your legs, improve coordination, and keep your muscles nourished and hydrated all morning long. 4. Great yogurt. Now, let's talk about one of the best kept secrets for muscle support after 60, Greek yogurt. It's smooth, it's satisfying, and it packs a nutritional punch that your legs will thank you for. Greek yogurt stands apart from regular yogurt for one main reason. It's strained, which removes excess liquid and leaves behind a thicker, creamier texture with almost twice the protein. That extra protein makes all the difference when it comes to preserving muscle mass, especially for older adults. One single serving container, about 170 grams, can contain up to 17 grams of high-quality protein, including 2 of the most important nutrients for muscle health, casein and leucine. Let's break those down. Quin is a slow-digesting protein that provides a steady release of amino acids throughout the morning. This is perfect for older adults who are more prone to overnight muscle breakdown. It helps your body stay in a muscle-preserving mode longer. Leucine, which you may remember from eggs, is the amino acid that literally tells your muscles start growing and repairing. Now for seniors, this signal becomes even more critical as the body's natural response slows with age. But the power of Greek yogurt goes beyond just protein. It's also rich in calcium and vitamin D, a duo that's vital for bone strength and neuromuscular coordination, 2 key factors in maintaining balance and avoiding falls. In fact, a 2022 study in Osteoporosis International found that older adults who consumed more calcium and vitamin D had better mobility and fewer incidents of frailty falls. Greek yogurt also contains probiotics, those beneficial bacteria that improve gut health. But here's something many people don't know. Your gut plays a big role in nutrient absorption and inflammation control. When your gut is in good shape, your body can better absorb minerals like magnesium and potassium, which are crucial for muscle contraction and nerve signaling. Plus, reduced inflammation means your legs feel less stiff and more energized throughout the day. Now, let's talk options. If you're lactose intolerant, don't worry. Many brands now offer lactose-free Greek yogurt, or you can try versions made from goat or sheep's milk, which tend to be easier on digestion. What you'll want to avoid are the sweetened flavored yogurts that often sneak in 12 to 20 grams of added sugar per serving. Sugar not only interferes with protein metabolism, but it also increases inflammation and can spike your blood sugar, working against everything we're trying to achieve. Instead, go for plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt and dress it up with healthy toppings. Stir in a tablespoon of chia seeds for extra fiber and magnesium. Add some fresh berries for antioxidants and a gentle sweetness. A dash of cinnamon helps with blood sugar regulation too. Greek yogurt is the perfect canvas for a powerful breakfast. It's easy to prep, versatile, and gives you the protein and micronutrients your legs need to stay strong, steady, and mobile. Not just for today, but for years to come. Seeds for fiber and magnesium, or top it with berries and cinnamon for a blood sugar-friendly 5, steamed sweet potato and mineral salt. Now, let's look at a food that's often overlooked at breakfast but could make a huge difference in how your legs feel and function. Steamed sweet potatoes with a sprinkle of natural mineral salt like Celtic or Himalayan salt. You might not think of sweet potatoes as a morning food, but they're one of the smartest choices you can make, especially if you're over 60 and starting to feel slower, stiffer, or more tired in your legs. Here's why. Sweet potatoes are packed with complex carbohydrates, the kind your body digests slowly. That means they release energy gradually, keeping your blood sugar stable and helping prevent that drained, heavy feeling many seniors experience after waking up. Compared to simple carbs like white toast or sugary cereal, sweet potatoes give you long-lasting fuel for your muscles, not a quick spike and crash, but there's more. Sweet potatoes are loaded with potassium, magnesium, and vitamin C, 3 nutrients that directly support muscle function and circulation. These help your leg muscles contract properly, reduce inflammation, and keep your blood vessels relaxed and open. Now, here's where things get even more interesting. When you add a pinch of natural mineral salt like Celtic or Himalayan salt, you're giving your body electrolytes and trace minerals that ordinary table salt simply doesn't offer. These natural salts contain over 80 trace minerals, including magnesium, calcium, zinc, and sodium, all essential for proper nerve signaling and muscle contraction. Together, they help reduce stiffness, support hydration inside your muscle cells, and improve your body's ability to absorb and hold on to water, something that's especially important for seniors who often wake up slightly dehydrated. A 2022 study from the French Institute of Mineral Nutrition found that adults over 60 who ate high-fiber breakfasts rich in potassium and magnesium had 41% better balance scores and 50% fewer fall incidents over just 3 months. That's a powerful result from something as simple as half a sweet potato and a bit of mineral salt. Here's how to make it part of your morning. Steam a small sweet potato until it's soft and warm. Sprinkle a pinch of Celtic or Himalayan salt on top. Eat it 10 to 15 minutes after you've had your morning glass of warm water. This gives your digestive system a gentle wake up and provides your muscles with everything they need to fire up and move. Don't add butter, sugar, or marshmallows. This isn't a holiday dish. The natural sweetness of the potato is more than enough, and keeping it clean helps avoid unwanted blood sugar spikes. You can also pair sweet potatoes with a protein like Greek yogurt or eggs for an even more powerful effect. That combination of complex carbs and healthy salt and protein gives your body a balanced muscles supporting start to the day. So before you reach for toast or skip breakfast altogether, consider this. A simple sweet potato might be the key to reducing those morning leg cramps, improving your balance, and helping you stay active and independent longer. I know some of this might sound surprisingly simple. You might be wondering, can a little water, a few stretches, and a better breakfast really change how my legs feel? I've worked with people who felt hopeless, folks using walkers, skipping stairs, or too nervous to step outside alone. But when they started adding the right foods and simple morning habits, things slowly changed. Not overnight, but step by step, they got stronger. Each morning gives you a choice. You can nourish your muscles or ignore them. One path leads to strength and confidence, the other to stiffness and dependence. And the difference, it's not age, it's action. If you found this helpful, feel free to subscribe so you don't miss the next one. This one food reverses muscle loss in seniors, even at 65. Have you ever gone to stand up from a chair and your legs just didn't cooperate the way they used to? Or maybe you're climbing a flight of stairs and suddenly feel like you're carrying weights on your back, even though you're not. If that sounds familiar, you're not imagining it. For millions of people over 50, simple everyday movements start feeling harder, not because you're doing something wrong, but because of something called sarcopenia. It's the natural muscle loss that happens with age, and it affects 1 in 3 adults over 65. And when your muscles shrink, your independence can start slipping too, slowly at first, then all at once. But here's the part nobody talks about. You can do something about it. And no, it's not extreme workouts or expensive supplements. There's one food, yes, just one, that research shows can actually reverse muscle loss, even at 65. Even if you've already started noticing the signs. In this video, we're diving into that one food. I'll show you how it works, how to eat it, and what else to pair it with so your muscles stay strong for the long haul. By the end of this video, you'll have real answers, simple recipes, and a clear path to feeling strong again, not just in your body, but in your everyday life. Let's get into it. But first, drop a quick comment and let me know, where are you watching from today? 1. Chickpeas. Chickpeas might look like a plain little bean, but don't let their simple appearance fool you. Inside every bite is a powerhouse of nutrients, especially the kind that your muscles are begging for protein. In just 100 grams of cooked chickpeas, you get around 9 grams of plant-based protein. And that matters a lot, especially as we age. Every time you stand up from a chair, walk up the stairs, or carry a bag of groceries, your muscles do tiny bits of work that cause small tears in the muscle fibers. That's not a bad thing. It's totally normal. But your body needs enough protein to repair those tears and rebuild stronger muscle. If you're not getting enough, the repair process slows down. And over time, you start to lose muscle without even realizing it. That's exactly what happens with sarcopenia, the gradual muscle loss that sneaks up on most people after 50. But chickpeas help fight that. They're also packed with magnesium, about 50 milligrams per 100 grams. Why does that matter? Magnesium helps your muscles contract and relax properly. If you've ever woken up in the middle of the night with painful cramps in your calves, or if your legs feel tight and tired after a simple walk, low magnesium could be part of the reason. Adding chickpeas to your meals regularly can help your body stay in balance and reduce those frustrating muscle aches. Now, let's not forget about iron. Chickpeas give you close to 3 milligrams in every 100 grams serving. That iron helps carry oxygen through your blood and into your muscle cells, which keeps your energy levels up. When your muscles get more oxygen, you feel less worn out during everyday activities like climbing stairs, bending over, or even just standing for a while. It can be the difference between pushing through your day or needing to rest all the time. But here's the real kicker. Chickpeas also contain leucine, an amino acid that flips the build muscle switch in your body. It works by turning on a process in your cells called mTOR, which basically tells your body, hey, it's time to grow and maintain muscle. This is incredibly important as we get older because our bodies don't respond to protein signals the same way they did when we were younger. So having foods like chickpeas rich in both protein and leucine helps make sure your muscles still get that signal loud and clear. Chickpeas are easy to add to almost anything. Toss them into salads, soups, stews, or even roast them with a bit of olive oil for a crunchy snack. They're affordable, easy to find, and they give your body the nutrients it needs to keep moving strong, even at 65 and beyond. 2. Green peas. Let's talk about green peas. Yep, those little green pearls that you've probably had sitting on the side of your dinner plate more times than you can count. They might seem basic, maybe even a little boring, but trust me, they're doing a whole lot more for your body than you think. In just 100 grams of cooked peas, you get around 5.44 grams of protein, not as high as chickpeas, but still enough to give your muscles what they need to stay active and strong. They also deliver about 1.5 milligrams of iron, which helps move oxygen through your blood and into your muscle tissue. That means more energy, less fatigue, and better stamina during the day, even when you're doing simple things like walking, lifting grocery bags, or climbing stairs. But here's where peas really shine. They contain something called lysine. Lysine is an amino acid your body uses to build collagen. And collagen isn't just for skin. It's the stuff that keeps your joints, tendons, and ligaments strong and flexible. If your knees creak when you get up or your shoulders feel sore after gardening or cleaning, you could probably use more collagen. And lysine helps your body make it. That means fewer aches, better flexibility, and less stiffness after activity. Especially important as you age, peas also pack a dose of leucine, another amino acid that turns on your body's muscle-building switch just like chickpeas do. Leucine helps activate something called the mTOR pathway, which tells your cells to repair and build muscle. And the older we get, the more we need help sending that signal. The cool part, you can boost the power of peas even more by eating them with foods rich in vitamin C, things like red bell peppers, tomatoes, or even a splash of lemon juice. Why? Because vitamin C helps your body absorb iron better by up to 60% in some cases. That's huge. Better iron absorption means more energy, more oxygen for your muscles, and better performance throughout the day. The best thing about peas is how easy they are to work into your meals. You can throw them into soups, stews, pasta, or even mash them into a spread. They cook quickly, taste great, and don't cost a lot. So instead of just pushing peas around your plate, make them a regular part of your meals. Your muscles, joints, and energy levels will thank you, and so will your future self. 3. Serena. Now, this next food might sound a little unfamiliar, maybe even a little strange, but don't let the name throw you off. Spirulina is a kind of blue-green algae, and it's one of the most powerful superfoods you can add to your diet. It's not flashy. It doesn't come in fancy packaging, but this tiny green powder is packed with nutrients your muscles absolutely love. Just 1 small teaspoon, we're talking around 3 grams, gives you about 2 grams of complete protein. What does that mean? It means it contains all 9 essential amino acids your body can't make on its own. That's the kind of protein your body uses to repair and build muscle, which is especially important as you age and naturally start to lose muscle mass. But spirulina doesn't stop at just protein. It also gives you around 50 milligrams of iron in that same tiny serving. And iron is key to carrying oxygen through your blood to your muscles. That oxygen is what helps you feel energized when you're walking, lifting, or even just getting out of a chair. Without enough iron, even simple tasks can leave you feeling wiped out. Along with that, spirulina also contains about 15 milligrams of magnesium, which helps your muscles contract and relax smoothly. So, if you've ever felt tightness, cramps, or general muscle soreness that seems to stick around longer than it should, a little more magnesium might help your muscles recover and feel looser again. Spirulina also comes packed with B vitamins, especially B1, B2, and B3, which are like the spark plugs inside your cells. They help turn the food you eat into energy. And when your cells are making energy efficiently, you feel it, you move better, you last longer during walks, and you're less likely to need that midday nap just to make it to dinner. But maybe the most amazing thing about spirulina is a compound it has called phecoinin. It's a powerful antioxidant that helps reduce inflammation inside your muscle tissue. That's huge, especially if you're over 60, because as we get older, our bodies don't recover from stress and strain as quickly as they used to, whether it's from a light workout or even just a long walk. Inflammation in your muscles can slow you down. Bicocyanin helps calm that inflammation and support faster recovery. So instead of waking up sore and stiff, you feel ready to move again the next day. Spirulina is incredibly easy to add to your routine. You don't have to cook it. You don't have to prep anything fancy. You can just stir a small spoonful into your morning smoothie, mix it with yogurt, or shake it up in a glass of cold water. That's it. No complicated recipes, no hours in the kitchen, just one simple step you can take to give your muscles a real boost and help slow down or even reverse the muscle loss that comes with age. Before we continue, I want to ask you something. How have you been feeling lately? Have you noticed things like standing up feeling harder than it used to or getting tired faster when walking or climbing stairs? If so, you're definitely not alone. Let me know in the comments what changes you felt in your body as you've gotten older. I really want to hear from you. Sometimes just talking about it is the first step to making a change. For parsley, most people just push it to the edge and never give it a second thought. But here's the truth. Parsley is way more than just a garnish. It's actually one of the most underrated foods for keeping your muscles strong and your body moving. In fact, it could be your secret weapon when it comes to fighting muscle loss. As you age, just a small handful of fresh parsley, we're talking about 10 grams, gives you around 130 milligrams of apenine. That's a natural plant compound that's been shown to calm inflammation inside muscle tissue. Why does that matter? Because as you get older, even light activity can leave you feeling sore for longer than you'd like. Apaginine helps your muscles recover faster so you don't feel worn down after a walk, a trip to the grocery store, or even a day of gardening. But parsley doesn't stop there. It also happens to be one of the most powerful sources of vitamin K in nature. In 100 grams of parsley, there's a whopping 16,000 plus micrograms of vitamin K. Now, I know no one's sitting down to eat that much parsley in one go, and you don't need to. Even small amounts daily can add up, and vitamin K is a big deal, especially after 60. It helps keep your bones strong and supports proper muscle function. That means climbing stairs, getting up from the couch, or walking around the house feels easier and more stable. It's not just about building muscle. It's about making sure your muscles and bones work together the way they're supposed to. And here's another reason to pay attention to parsley iron. Yes, parsley actually contains a solid amount of iron, which helps deliver oxygen through your blood and straight to your muscles. That oxygen is what keeps you feeling alert and energetic throughout the day. And here's a simple tip. When you pair parsley with something rich in vitamin C, like lemon juice or tomatoes, your body absorbs even more of that iron. That small change can help you fight off that sluggish feeling that often comes from low iron levels. Parsley is super easy to add to your meals. You don't have to cook anything fancy. Toss it into a green smoothie in the morning. Blend it with lemon and olive oil for a quick salad dressing. Add a handful of soups. Sprinkle it over grilled chicken or fish. Or mix it into pasta, stews, or sandwiches. It brightens up the flavor and adds real nutritional value. At the same time, you can even steep fresh parsley in hot water for a calming tea that supports recovery while you relax. It's amazing how something so small and simple, something most people ignore, can have such a big impact on your health, especially for seniors. Building strength and keeping mobility isn't about complicated diets or expensive powders. Sometimes it's as easy as paying attention to what's on your plate, even the little green stuff on the side. So next time you see parsley, don't toss it aside. Use it. Your muscles will thank you. 5, chives. And finally, let's talk about one of the tiniest, most overlooked foods that packs a surprisingly powerful punch. Chives. You've probably seen them sprinkled over eggs or baked potatoes, adding a little green color and mild onion-like flavor. But what you might not know is that these tiny greens are filled with nutrients that can quietly support your muscles, bones, and joints, especially as you get older. In fact, chives are like a hidden treasure in your kitchen. Just 100 grams of fresh chives deliver around 90 milligrams of vitamin C, which is critical for producing collagen, the substance that holds your muscles, joints, and connective tissue together. Collagen keeps everything moving smoothly and gives your body the structure it needs to stay strong and flexible, so you can do everyday things like walk upstairs or lift bags without feeling stiff or sore. But that's not all. Chives are also packed with vitamin K, offering a jaw-dropping 30,000 micrograms per 100 grams. Of course, most of us won't eat that much in one sitting, but even small daily amounts can support bone strength and reduce your risk of fractures or injuries from falls. That's especially important as we age. When both muscle and bone mass naturally decline, vitamin K helps activate proteins in your body that strengthen bones and improve how muscles contract, making you feel more stable and confident in every step. What really sets chives apart, though, are their unique plant compounds. They contain allosanin, a sulfur-based compound that can help improve blood circulation and ease muscle tension. That means better oxygen flow to your muscles, faster recovery after activity, and less of that tight, uncomfortable feeling after you've been walking or standing for a while. Chives also carry quercetin, a powerful antioxidant that reduces inflammation and supports recovery after exercise. For older adults trying to maintain strength and stay active, these little benefits can make a big difference. One of the best things about chives is how easy they are to use, unlike some other healthy foods that require cooking or blending. Chives are at their best when eaten fresh. Just chop them up and sprinkle them on your morning eggs. Add them to a bowl of soup or mix them into a fresh salad. Want to get fancy? You can even make your own chive oil. Just soak fresh chives in olive oil overnight, strain and drizzle it over vegetables, fish, or toast. Not only does it taste great, but it helps you get those muscle-up supporting compounds in a simple, delicious way. So the next time you see chives at the grocery store, don't pass them by. Toss a bunch into your basket, bring them home, and start using them in your meals. It's a small step, but one that can bring real strength back into your day, even at 65 or beyond. If you start adding just a few of these powerful foods into your weekly meals, chickpeas, green peas, spirulina, parsley, and chives, you're not just eating healthy, you're eating to rebuild muscle, you're eating to take back your strength. You're eating to stay active, independent, and confident in your own body, no matter your age. Because here's the truth. Muscle loss doesn't have to be a one-way road. With the right nutrients, consistent habits, and a little encouragement, it is possible to turn things around, even at 60, 65, 70, and beyond. Every bite is a step towards strength. Every meal is a chance to say yes to the life you want to keep living. So why wait? Start with one food, one recipe, one change this week. And if you found this video helpful,